broadcasting house in the heart of London, home of the BBC's biggest multimedia newsroom. Journalists working here write to be read, write to be listened to, and write for television. Same story, different storytelling skills. And I think it's important to remember in this multimedia age that writing for or with or to pictures is different from writing to be read or writing to be listened to. It's a skill that some just seem to have. It's a skill that others work hard to acquire, and it's a skill that some people never really quite get. In 25 years with the BBC, I've been fortunate to have worked with some of the best in the business of television news. I've watched them at their craft and occasionally even made myself useful. They're very different people, they're very different journalists, but when it comes to working with pictures, I believe they do have some things in common. This is a personal look at those shared traits. Now, if there's one thing that unites all of those who have a reputation for being able to write well to pictures, it's this. They look at the pictures. They really look at the pictures. The best in the business of television news understand the obvious, that at its best, television is about the pictures. I was working with royal correspondent Nicholas Witchell and picture correspondent Duncan Stone on that royal wedding day. We had a tiny edit suite just by Buckingham Gate. Next door was a sophisticated network logging operation that was designed to make sure no great shots were missed.
According to God's holy law.
According to God's holy law.
And thereto I give thee my troth.
And thereto I give thee my troth.
Nick was in the Abbey, but able to watch the main broadcast on a little TV. When he got back to start editing, his picture log, hastily scribbled in a notebook, was, rather irritatingly, better than anybody else's. A hugely experienced correspondent, Nick was totally across the pictures, his raw material.
The marriage register signed. Prince William and his wife.
He hadn't just been vaguely watching, he'd been paying detailed attention.
And with the formalities over, it was a chance for some of the other principal players, best man and maid of honour, father of the groom and mother of the bride, to exchange views on how it had all gone. That's certainly something all the guests will have been discussing as they took their tales of the wedding home with them.
In my experience, the best correspondents say things like, "What's your best picture? Let's go through the rushes. What have we got?" More than this, they build in time for looking at the rushes, and crucially, they look at the pictures before they start writing. But what is it they're looking for? A great opening shot, a killer sequence, pictures that will tell the story. Of course, all of these things. But I believe they're also looking for something else, inspiration. That certain something in the picture that stimulates a line. It might be a landscape or something in it. It might be some action or some drama in the frame. It might be a face, an expression, an emotion. It might be a sound, perhaps a voice. It might be something that seems out of place, that somehow illuminates a story. Watch out for cliches. The teddy bear in the rubble of the earthquake has been done. But remember, it's concentrating on the pictures that gets the creative juices flowing. It's the pictures that inspire the memorable lines.
Mud is all they have to hold off the rising sea. Back-breaking labour to try to rebuild their island's defences. Under a monsoon sky, this is an apocalyptic scene. Workers toiling on an embankment wrecked by a storm last May. Without it, this community can't survive.
In the old Libya, where the prisoner's sky was just a patch of light, arrest was arbitrary and sentences could be indefinite or cut short by an execution. Fear still isn't far away in the new Libya's prisons. We were asked not to show the prisoners' faces.